Good afternoon, everybody. It's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me today, and it is Happy Sunday crafting. So Sunday scrap crafting, really, because I'm going to cut up a couple of masterboards that I've had sitting around for a while now. They've obviously been Mod Podged and gessoed and splodged, and I think, looking at the back of them, I did them on the back of the roll that comes inside wrapping paper. Goodness, I couldn't get my words out there. Yeah, I'm sure that's what I did them on, because they're a nice weight, but they're not too thick. So yeah, I've been sitting around, I've been waiting to do something with them. So I've decided I'm going to do some mass make belly bands to put into stash and to put into my journals, obviously. And I am also going to use some of my fabric scraps. So I'm sure I've shown you this before. If not, I'm sure I'll do it again at some point. But what I do with my fabric scraps is I kind of lay them all up on a piece of you know, a strip of fabric. I just go for it. I don't look at the colours or anything, just stick them all together, and then I sew them in a big long line, so which is why you can see that on my machine, and then I just cut them all up into little bits and stick them in here. So I'd like to use some because I've got lots more scraps that I need to sew together. I'm thinking these would make nice decorations on the belly band, so they're nice with things like, what have I got? I've got all sorts here, which I'll bring over in a minute when I've cut this up, but you know, with like flowers on, or bits of bling, buttons, bows, butterflies, that kind of thing. Got all sorts of things here, so that I've just dragged out. I'll drag through soon, but let's cut these up so that I can get rid of this great big thing. So I've already had a look at sizes of page and whatever, and I think I want 13 centimeters by 5, so 5 that way in depth, and this is 27.5. That's not going to work very well, is it? So let's do it at 22.5 then, and I should in theory then have a 5 centimeter. Yeah, that looks plenty wide enough for a belly band, deep enough I should say. Oops. Yeah, sometimes when it's collaged, too late because I took it off. I should remember that when it's collaged. Ooh, I need to go backwards and forwards with my my blade because it's getting old, and there's 2 layers or 3 layers with the Mod Podge. Okay, so I don't know if you can see or not. I'll need to get this done so you can. What did I say that way? 13, which would be 26, and I've got 27, so that's pretty good. So I'll just chop a little bit off each end, I think, and then 13, did I say? Yep, which is right down here. Yeah, I can maybe do these smaller ones then on my, if I just get the bigger strips cut down, I'll cut them into the smaller ones on the smaller machine. I think it will be easier. So we're going 13. I'll just do those 2 just to show, look myself and show you roughly the size I'm going for. Yeah, so if I get them down into 5 centimeter strips, is that what I said? Sorry about the noise. Yes, that's what he said. Knock my tea over if I do it like that. So we are at 21.5, so 5 off that would be 16.5, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. It just looked big, but I've got to, it does look big, doesn't it? It is way too big. Are you 5? 1, 2, 3. Oh, you're only 4.5 for some strange reason. It does look big, that. Let's come this way a bit. I don't suppose they all have to be the same size, do they? Does that look better? Yeah. I don't know, it's a bit thin, that. There's my ruler. Oh, thought I'd had it out, but it's nowhere. It's probably under this. It's not. Oh, it's on its side, so I couldn't see it. So what depth have I got there? Just over 4. And I think I do want 5, so let's go back to 5. So I've got 16, 17, just under 19. Let's get that to a straight number, and then let's get it to 15. Yeah, then I can get 3 out, and we'll see what that's left with us. 15, 10. Let's make life easy, shall we? You on there? Yeah, both ways, Denise. And 5. I want to get them all cut out because I don't want to do one and have some just sat waiting. You on 5? Yeah, so that's just left a little bit longer one, which we'll use. I've got some longer ones, some shorter ones. Oh, did make a palaver out of that, didn't I? So let's do the same again. What I really need to do is, can I move you that way at all? Just don't want to knock my cup of tea over while I'm doing it. Just kind of get it on the 5 there. Oh, both ways. That's it. Sounds like it needs some oil, doesn't it? There's nothing on it to oil. It's just the blade. Ready for renewing, I think. Oh, goodness. It'd be easier if I moved my cup of tea, but, you know, I don't do things the easy way, do I? Come on. We'll be rid of it in a minute. You know what I always say, just fast it forward. It's driving you crazy. Till you get to a bit where I'm actually sorted and doing something. Oh, you barely went through it all. Now if these look like they're going to come apart, all I'll do when I've made them is just run another zigzag stitch through the whole lot. Because sometimes you can't tell with a masterboard. I've made a mess of that. Denise, tidy it up. Take that little strip off. Okay, 5. And we'll leave that one. I'll be able to trim it. Right, I can get rid of this big, great big thing now that takes all the room up. You can see why I don't get it out when I'm filming really very often. I always have to clear the decks to get that out. Okay, it would help if I didn't have all these scissors sat here, wouldn't it? And I've got quite a big mug of tea today. It's nearly drunk, but the mug itself is big, is what I meant. Yeah, I just felt that come apart then. Oh, did it. Right, let's get that glued. We'll cut them down and then see how secure they are. So I might go around the edge with some stitching. We'll see. I definitely want them secure before I use them in a journal. Right, those 2 we think are done. So I've got all these strips, so that's cut those 2 pages down to a lot less, hasn't it? I'm thinking I might use my Tim Holtz one because it will give them a nice edge. Right, let's put the lid on that. I heard you. Thank you. There you go. But don't want you falling over. So, yeah, the edges don't. I'm just having a look if both edges looked okay. They don't look too bad actually. So let's just. Right, this one makes a noise as well. I'm sorry. I did contemplate just coming to you with them all cut, but I feel like I'm cheating you a bit then. So what did I say about 12, between 12 now and 13? So shall we go with 5? Okay, I'll do one and see if I like that rough edge on them compared to a smooth one. I think I do. I think when it's inked up, yeah, it's much more rusticy looking. Don't know if you can see the ink on that. I mean, I like them both. Some of them would be nice with like the cut edges or perhaps a cornered edge. Let's have a look. I won't do it over me. I'll show you in a tick if I'm not on camera. Oh, I won't do it over that, I said, but it flew onto it anyway. Oh yeah, so some of them can have round corners like that. Some I might just snip the corners. Okay, so I'll have all sorts of different corners on them. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm hiccuping because I've probably drunk my tea too quickly. Yeah, this one's got the fancy or decal edge on it. Right, I'm going to use my ordinary one because it's taken me a lot of faffing about, and then I will... Is this one I've just stuck? Yeah, I think so. What do you measure? You're not far off. Just straighten the edge up and you'll do it. Yeah, and then I can, you know, fix the edges if I want fancy ones as I go. So, what did we say? About 13 is what I'm after. So if I do it, yeah, if I do them 13, well, I don't know. See what that will leave me with. No. Well, a 13 and a 12 and a half, so I want a 12 and 3/4 maybe. I'll just chop them. Okay, let's just chop them now. Let's just go for it. I don't really want anything bigger than a 13 because of the, you know, the journal pages that I use. I'm going to take the edge off there. It's a bit grotty. So I'll check the size of each one before I actually decorate it, because, you know, I might put a decoration at the edge. And then I won't be able to cut it down should I need to. Ooh, we're certainly getting those 2 great big pages down to something manageable, aren't we? Because it's a masterboard, it's thicker in some places than others as well. Which gives it a bit more interest. Right, this was the skinny one I did. I suppose there's a place for skinny ones. Might want a bit off that edge. Which is a shame because it's got some lovely gold on it. Let's square that edge up and... Oh no, it's a bit big, isn't it? Just a bit on the big side. Not taking much off though. Okay, so this looks like the other board. Oh, I don't know, they're all mixed up now. So I'm doing them roughly 12.5 centimetres, which is well, about 5 inches. I probably am doing them 5 inches. Oh, I don't want to lose that lovely stamp there. Do that one a little bit bigger. I always say it's nice when you do masterboards and then you don't use them for a while, which I often don't, and get them out again, and then you see all the papers that you were using and the, you know, the colours that were in your scrap box, because my masterboards are all from my scrap box. It's a shame to lose you, but I'll have to lose something. Crikey, I wonder how many we've made. There's a lot there. I like the fact that I've taken these down, must have done them in the summer and painted them and splodged them and what have you. And I don't suppose if they have to be straight, you could actually cut them with your hands with scissors if you were so inclined, or, you know, you weren't near a chopper. Let's do that edge a little bit. Was you coming up then? Tiniest bit, but we'll grab it now while we can. Where was it? There. Sometimes you can hear it when you can't see it, that it's loose, if you know what I mean. You can just hear the 2 pieces moving against each other. That's it. You don't look very straight. Not bad. Not very straight, but not very unstraight. That was that side. Okay, what width are you? Too long. There we go. Right, let's get rid of that as well. That's, I think, the noise done. Oops. Let's just see how many we've got. $24. Wow, that's pretty good. Put everything over there. So I said I'd show you what I brought along. I've literally just opened drawers and, you know, little tubs and things and just grabbed this. So just a selection of bits. I've got some of those lovely tiny dies that Violet sent me the other day. Just some of the smaller ones. Some bling, some Tim Holtz butterflies. Tanya sent me these. These are going to be perfect on here, I think. Some words that I'd stuck on card a long time ago. I think that's about, you know, just bits and pieces of things. And I've also got these, which are the ones, the clusters that I sew. So they're like vintage fabrics or linens with vintage buttons on that I stitch by hand. So some of them will have these on. They'd be lovely just with lace stuck across, ribbon stuck across, and, you know, a piece of bling or something like that. So what I'd like to do, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, I've also brought my drawer of labels, is grab some of these and just use them. But of course, you know what I'm like. Oh, there's plain one there. Oh, some waiting to be sewn by the looks of it. I'm going to have trouble doing it. I don't know why I wanted to go to the middle, but I did. Right, I think what I'll do is ink them. And because I don't know where they're going, they're all going to be done in the walnut stain. Ink the edges, I meant. That's it. Where can I put you? I'm not going to send you flying all the time. Who knows? Probably nowhere. Now I can, if they're too big, you know, trim them down, which is why I brought, and I've got rid of somewhere, some pinking shears. Because some of these are going to be a lot too big, aren't they? Some will be all right sticking over. Let's see if I can just grab some and stick them on. I'm thinking if I just grab these and stick them on first and make a pile, let them dry, and then come back and, you know, put more on. So bling or, you know, buttons, butterflies, that kind of thing. Now, some of these, I must do some left and some right. Some of them are nice bright summery colours, which is good because it seems a lot of these fabrics are. Also, you know, some of them I really went to town, put loads on. So like that one, I like it, but it's a bit big, so just there's a lot of blue going on. I'll just cut that big piece of blue down there, and probably there as well, just the corner, and maybe just a bit off there. So I didn't take much off. Let's get rid of what I did. Yep. I'm covering some of that gold up. This is the thing with layers. To create layers, you have to cover some things up that you love to get the layered effect. So I went on the right with that one. I don't want these on those thinner ones because they're just going to hide the whole thing. Nope. I obviously had a lot of blue going on when I did these. That one's nice. Might be easier if I glued on there actually. And I'm putting them on at a bit of a scruffy angle, so that's 2 right, 2 left. It's a lovely pink florally one. Don't seem to have much pink, no. It must have just all been blue that day. That's got some lovely pink in it. Again, a lot of blue. Let's cut some out. I know it might seem a lot of fuss cutting bits off, but it can make a huge difference, and yeah, it means I can make them big, you know, when I'm creating them, and then cut them down rather than just making them to fit. Right, there's a bit of a headless bird there, so we will definitely stick something over him. There we go, you'll do. Try not to think about it too much. Of course, if you work in just certain colour schemes all the time, you know, then your fabric scraps will also be, you know, of the same colour scheme that you use. Oh, that's pretty. It's got a piece of that lovely, I don't know, there's something against blue today, haven't I? I like that one. Yeah, you won't everything will match. You won't have a problem if you do everything in the same. I get fabric scraps, as you know, from one of Neil's work colleagues. You don't look very straight at all. How strange. I don't suppose it matters. Let's not get hung up on it, because, oops, nice. They're belly bands, aren't they? And as long as they've got a straight edge, you know, as in you can put something behind them. That's all that matters. Right, I'm doing quite well with just putting them down. I thought I might struggle with it, but I'm making myself. It's got blue and brown on. That's nice. Over there. Oh, it's quite therapeutic. Just having things to just grab and stick. And the thing about doing this is I often find if I make them and don't think about them, and I don't, you know, I'm not keen on them when I'm like, oh, I don't know that I'd put that together if I was thinking about it. They just get put away in the stash, and then another day I'll get them out and be like, that's just what I'm looking for. It's bizarre how you like, or I do anyway, I'm sure a lot of you are the same. Like different things on different days, you know. Oh, I'm quite impressed that I'm getting through these. Right, let's take the thinner ones out, because I might just put some either fabric strips or perhaps just some of those button ones. Perhaps I should just put some button ones on here. Let's have a look at some then. I was just enjoying using up my oh, that's nice. Oh yes, definitely. Right, I've got a butterfly under there. Have I pulled it? No, I haven't pulled it my way. I'm just wondering if you could come in a little bit more so you could have a better look. Just try not to bring it my way now, otherwise you won't get much of a look, will you? Oh, that's pretty. It's a little tiny one like that. I love making these things. I love making these fabric scraps and these button clusters. So, you know, I'm quite chuffed. Yeah, I think that'll be all right that way. I'm quite chuffed that I'm getting through a few. So, when the idea hit me, I was in bed having my cup of tea, and I thought, oh, I think I'll get up. I think I'll get up now. So, oh no, I've not been inking them. Drat and drat, don't suppose it matters. I can ink them all round except for where the... Did you know? Anybody shouting at me? You weren't shouting loud enough. Couldn't hear you. So, yesterday I finally put on the winter duvet, which is a very, very mega warm duvet. Not because it's gone freezing cold, but because I've decided to put the thinner duvet that we've had on our bed downstairs in the new sofa. It's got like a lift up puffy bit, I think I told you, and it makes up to a double bed, and it's going to be really nice. We opened it out, it's ace. It's not like a bed, it's just like a massive sofa when you open it out, if you see what I mean. So yeah, we decided we'd have duvet and pillows under there, so I've put that one, nice fresh duvet on it and fresh pillowcases and what have you, put it under there. And so I put my big winter one on, which is, it's like pure new wool. It's lovely. It's a lovely duvet. It's a very warm duvet, but it's heavy. Do you know what I mean? Where light duvets, and I've struggled with heavy things on my legs, so I thought, oh, I'll give it a go and see. But yeah, I've been all right with it. In fact, it was lovely. We both slept like a log last night. No, all three of us slept like a log last night, because that's what I was going to tell you, Mr. Simba. Mr. Simba absolutely loved it. And shall I put some in the middle, do you think, or not? I do like an edge. I'm going with all buttons now, aren't I? Last button one. I do love a button, you see, but they'll only go in certain places in a journal, won't they? Because they create a bit of lump. They create lumps. A bit of what? So yeah, he slept all night long. Well, Neil said, has the cat slept right through and you've not got up with him? I said, well, I've slept right through and not got up. I don't think he got up. But if he did and tried to wake me, I was obviously absolutely dead to the world. To be fair, if he wanted to wake me, he would though. He started to get in my face now. He's not scared of me. he'll just rub his great massive whiskers in my face or sniff me really close. And so am I putting these on all of them? Oh, why not? Why not? Why not? Don't go in there. Let's use some more of these up. That's nice on there. Yep. So yeah, we all three of us, sometimes a little bit of extra weight on you does make you sleep, doesn't it, in winter. And yeah, so he's slept for so long, he's now gone outside and he's staying out, which is nice. So I'm able to come in here and craft without, let me in, what are you doing? Why have you left me? Kind of thing, which is what I interpret all his meows at my door to be. Or worse, he starts scratching on plastic and licking plastic and things. Right, what are you doing, Denise? You're looking for something. I suddenly, oh, I like that. It's because I've gone from the button ones, I think. I like all the different bits on there. That's come together really nice, that one. Oh, I might have to dig through for some more masterboards. I'm not sure if I've got any more left now. I don't know. I may not. I just come across them every now and then, but there isn't any, you know, in my eyesight that I can see that need doing. So hey, we can make some more masterboards maybe over the Christmas period. Okay, so I've got quite a few of those used up, as well as my 2 masterboards. Oh, well, I'm putting everything away because you've still got these. Quite a thick one, actually. I might. Oh yes, let's go across the middle with one. Nice. So easy. Most of the embellishing's done for you. And I think you could leave them like that, couldn't you? You wouldn't necessarily have to add any extra bling, but you know me. It's quite a thick one as well. I'm gonna put one on you just because I'm in the mood now. Should we go with another button one? Let's go with another button one, because I do like sewing those as well. Yeah, that one. You go with the gold, nice. Oh, I'm quite warm. Yeah, I'm back in my scruffy woolly working jumper, but whew, maybe I didn't need it. I think even that one, you look, I'm driving you mad, I know. I'm driving myself mad. I think even that one would take one. Just grab any, Denise. I seem to have a long string on you. Make you a little bit more interesting. There. Maybe that. Yeah. I mean, some of them, when I get to them, I may decide not to put anything else on. But I would like to put bling and what have you on quite a few of them. Okay, that's that bit done. So half an hour to cut the 2 boards up and stick those on them. Now, some of them are not going to be. I forgot about those, Denise. What we're going to put on here, some lace, I think. Oh, I've just seen something. Bear with me. In my drawer of, that's just a bit of stitched something or another. One of those. What are you doing in there? No, not you. Bit of stitched paper. And anything else. Just put a piece of that behind it, that'll do. Probably behind them both. Okay, I'm going to build this one on the actual piece. I still haven't got my no, I don't know if it was yesterday I was telling you, or it might have been a video, because I've done a video in advance. Might have been that one that you haven't seen yet. But I've still not done my printing yet. I've still got to do that today. Which scruffy side do we like? I quite like that one. I'll let that dry proper. Don't know which way up you go. There's writing on it, but I can't tell. Stick a bit of you that way. This is a good way to get stitching onto your pieces of ephemera that you either can't get in your machine, or if you don't have a machine and you want this on, you perhaps know somebody who will stitch you a few pieces and send them to you, and then you can stick them on your ephemera. Okay, so let's choose a few then to do at once. That way. Let's do them in fours. I think you'll be able to see. Yeah, they're very pretty and they're very full on, aren't they? So let's move all those out the way, and you and you and you, and see what we want. Oh, I love these. That one's quite a bluey one. Yeah, I like that. So that was an easy one. So some things I will, layer on top of the actual cluster like that. Others I will go to the side. I've got my hands in my own way there now. No. Try that. Because I'm still using bling that the lovely Angie, my friend Angie Beaumont, sent me a good while ago now. Yep, I like that down there. But yeah, she sent me an awful lot. I did do a Happy Mail haul on them when they came, and it took me ages, if I remember. It was a real long video because she sent me so much and I was so excited. That's usually the case. That hasn't been inked round, I can tell, but I can cut the corners and ink it when it's dry. Let me just move them across a little bit. What do I want on here? That teal might be nice. What else? This little tiny one. Something on it though. Oops. Any more tiny butterflies? I'm sure I brought a few. Where have you all gone? Don't know that any of them were tiny. No. Don't lose that. No. One of those. That's quite nice actually. Let me put that on. I still might want something on it, I don't know, but it's just a label, a ticket that came with whatever I grabbed. But it does look nice on that. And just under that. Maybe we just want a butterfly then. Yeah, quite like him on there, layered up. Right, butterfly it is. You can never really go wrong with a butterfly, can you? A butterfly and a piece of lace. Most times you'll get anywhere. Let's put that lid on. My new bottle. I don't want to wreck it this early. Right, got it on. Glue on my butterfly, but it should rub off. Don't I always? Such a messy gluer. Oops, don't put it out the way, we're still looking. Oh, well, you're just crying out to go on there, are you not? You are. All those purples. And that's just one I've made up out of various bought petals. Okay, let's put them up there while they dry a little bit. Fabric does take a little while to dry. You come back. Right, so I've got a button one there. Let's have two button ones then to do. Well, they're all on the left, these, look. You know, because they've kind of got focal points anyway. They don't need a lot, do they? I'm just kind of scanning these with my eyes to see what grabs me. This red on here is catching my eye. Oh no, I'm just adding to the. Oh no, looks like a pair of eyes. I didn't like that at all. Yeah, that's better. Have it there. Oops. I've got a string on, mate. Oops. Where have you gone? Oh, it's fallen off. Good. Now you've got a button, so you don't necessarily need anything, but let's see. Oh, I should have brought some of my greenery, shouldn't I? That would I sat and I sorted them all out. Where have I put them all? All the die cuts that Violet sent me. And I've got the big ones here in front of me. But I put all the greenery in one. I put all the Christmas in another. And then where did I put them? I put all the blue and brown ready for Country Mouse. Is Tanya's new kit. Country Mouse. That I've been calling Blue Mouse and Mousy Brown and all sorts of things. Country Mouse it's called. It's only available at the moment on her Patreon. I believe she said to me January it will be in the Etsy shop. No, anyway, I don't know what I've done with them. I'm wondering if a bit of that might be nice on there. It would, not the whole thing though. Oh, too neat. That's better. Yeah, I'm going to put that on. Now, I know I will get questions about where I got all the lovely stuff on my table from, because I generally do, and I collect it over time, so I do get lots of lovely happy mail. I'm so spoilt from people. And Tanya sends me lots of stuff that she has spare, bless her. She keeps me going, but I've, you know, other lovely subbies that I think I might have overdone the, yeah, I think you might have as well, Denise. The glue on that one. You know, who send me lots of lovely stuff, so a lot of it comes from there. Quite a bit of it is digitals that I, you know, the ephemera that I cut up, and let me look while I'm talking. Yeah, what about a word that I cut up and dare I do this? Where's that stick? Yeah, cut up and cut out, and you know, I stick them on board and do things with them like that. Put them into stash, and then some bits I buy occasionally, like, you know, when I see people with like a pack of Tim Holtz or whatever, and I think, oh, that's really nice, you know, I'll buy some. But people do send me bits of Tim Holtz out of their packs as well. Yeah, it took me about 30 seconds to get covered in that. Right, I'm going to let that dry, that gold, because it won't take too long before I glue it on. Yep, I like that, I like that. Do you want anything on you? Now, I'm trying not to put stuff on just for the sake of it. That stamp is nice. Yeah. But I do want them fairly well decorated, if that makes any sense. Because, like I say, you could just look at them and say, that's fine. Doesn't need anything on. And you're right, it doesn't. But sometimes more is more, as they say. Okay, you go back a bit while I get some more done, because I've got a lot to do. So that one isn't glued yet. Oh. We've got a few done though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What was there? Was there 28? I can't remember. Let's do another 4. I'll try not to make it too long a video. I've got a lot of them on that side, haven't I? But I would like to get them all done. Really just to show you. I'm going to put another one of those on because I think they look so lovely on the blues. I've had that sitting around for so long. I do want to use it up because it's getting a bit squished. You're a bit OTT. So what colours have we got? Let's have a look at colours. Sort of oranges, browns, and there's not a lot of colour actually, so there's another one of those, look. There's some pinks on there. Do I want it on there? I might have that one up there. Okay, so that's 2 of those. There's another. No, you're not the right colour for that. The butterflies are so easy to use. I like him, but I think he wants something else. Maybe some... No, not that. Oh, it fluttered away. maybe just a bit of gauze behind him, just to lift him up. Or is that, no, that's too much with that fabric. You put him on the fabric? No, don't want him on the fabric. Okay, you're not going on there because you're just being awkward. No. I've got one of those little swingy tickets. I think that's come from yours. Violet. Just looking for a bit of something to put through it. That'll do. Don't know what you're off, but I'm stealing you. Wait. Might be nice dangling. Let's see what it looks like with this through it. I'm going to have to push it through with something, I think. Whoops. Just wait there for me a minute. That's it. That's it, we're through. Oh, how cute is that? Right. This is an operation for tiny fingers and I don't have any. Oh, that's lovely. Right, what do we want on it? It wants something on it. Something little and pretty. Let's get the bling drawer out. Where are you? There. Okay. Oh, what about one of those black love hearts? Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Oh, I don't know if I've used any of those yet. Again, from the lovely Angie. Too big, but it can be cut down. Oops. Oh, beautiful. Love that. Yep. Couldn't decide whether to make it even smaller, but I'm not going to. I'm only going to glue the middle, that's all it will need. Oh, I forgot it wasn't glued down. Should have done that first. I can hear somebody singing. Must be someone in the street. Oh, glue again. Okay, we'll leave it to dry and then maybe pull it off. So these, we know what we're having. Oh, they've all got something on. Yeah, try not to touch it with the glue at all. Where were you going? No, I like it over there on it. I suppose I can always add labels when I actually use them. You know, add them to a book. Quite like you on there as well. Add them to a page, you know, if I want a label or a bit of extra something on them. I can do that when they, yeah, like that on there. Right, where'd I put them all? Over there. Why'd I do that? Because I had no room probably. Oh, let's do 2 buttons and 2 not. Yeah, that's right. And I bet I was right down here, wasn't I, where you couldn't see. And I'm thinking I might, if I can find them. Oh, I was going to say put some, I can, stickles on them, on one of them. Like this one, got lots of golden things on it, so shall we have just some dots across here? Oops. You're supposed to store these the other way up. I normally do. I don't know why I didn't this time. Luckily it's not too empty, so I'm going to, oh, it's supposed to be a dot. Thank you. All right, you've spoilt my pattern now. Oh, it's old, I think. It's very gloopy, and I'm going to spread that about. I'll use this stick because, yeah, I wanted little dots. Now I've got gorgeous glitter glue. And I've got it all over my stick. Don't know, maybe it's because it wasn't upside down. Let me put them in upside down. I'll try one again in a minute. I just want something to wipe this lovely. Let's do it on a label. Don't want to waste it. Don't want it to dry on my stick. Oh, that's a lot more than I thought. Look. There we go. Okay, so he's glittery. I like this postal. I stick too much with that. It's just that there's a world and then there's a postage stamp, which quite... No, I don't think so. It kind of blends. Not blends in exactly, but sort of. I'm going to do it with this. And this is from one of... I'm trying to think whose make it is. It was a... Oh, you little devil. Come on, Denise, speak. What was it? It was a paper pack, a scrapbook paper pad that Tanya had. I absolutely loved it when she used it. When she'd done, she sent me some of the bits from it. It's gorgeous. It wasn't Minter. Was it Graphic 45? I think it was Graphic 45. Yeah, and I think she ordered it from America. And she said if she ever puts another order in, she'll order me a pad. I'll pay for it, obviously. But it was gorgeous. Don't know if it was Country Cottage or something like that, but it was really lovely. You probably saw her make it. I think she did some lovely file folder journals with it. Oh, now you might go on here. Look, we've got pink. You're very full on. Pink and green and purple. It is full on, but you know, sometimes you want full on. And we're having full on here. I might even put a label. Right, and I'm going to put a bit of glue on these strands because they'll get pulled off if they're not stuck to something. Okay. Yeah, must find those bits of greenery out and put them on my desk, I think. I was doing them and then, you know, Neil was waiting ready to go out, so I quickly put everything away. I don't know where I've put them now, but as I say, I still haven't tidied up for Mum coming yet, so I will be finding stuff soon. What do you want on you then? Anything? I'm spreading all my bits and pieces out. Yeah, I can put you there, but you're going to be very difficult to stick. I'm going to have to stick you and just not touch you at all, because you know what a devil these bows are. And then I might put some glitter around that. I'm going to put that one over here so I don't shuffle it about. Right, how am I doing for time? Oh, crikey. Right. I'm nearly done. I've got those two there that are still drying, but I've got lots of glue stuck to me. 2, 4, 6 to do. Right, come on. Let's have a... Oh, no. Put the right glue on the right thing. Right, so there's two button ones. You've got a butterfly. You've got a lot going on anyway. You probably don't need anything. I'll leave you there to see. Discover the world. You're upside down. You probably can't see down there. Sorry. Oh, that's pretty. I thought it was a white one. Got paper on the back. I like that there. Can you see? It's just with the world, the globe, I should say. I suppose that is the world, isn't it? The globe image and discover. They just kind of seem to go together. And then I still might like something here. Oh, it's coffee dyed on that side. So how am I going to stick you? Because you're embossed. Just stick the top half. And Fabri-Tac's the way to go because it goes into the debosses, as it were. Lovely. Okay. Yes, I've got a very gluey end going on there, haven't I? Right, I'd like one of these lovely teal ones, and it looks to me like it's going to go lovely on there. So, what do we want on it? No. There's another one of those with greenery on, look. Ooh. Ooh, look at those. Right, I'm gonna come undone where I cut them. So I'm going to have to get some glue on it there. And then a nice thick line to grab it. I don't want it coming undone on me. And I know it's probably upside down to what you would use. Oh, we lost it, look. You know, on a dress. You would normally have that string hidden. You know, on a costume. But I quite like the look of it. And it's catching my eye, so it probably is yours. Quite like in a straightish line, if you could oblige. Again, I'm going to have to let that one dry. I'm just going to put that one on as is. Am I upside down? I think I was. Where were you going? Up there? Somebody could put their initial or a date or... Yes, I like that. I just like it with this blue here. Okay. We're down to 4. What would I like on here? We've got red going. No, it's not the right red, is it? We've used butterflies. Let's try and do something we haven't done yet. Oh, I do love that bunnykin stamp. We might put him in there. I think he's, yeah. I'll put it down now while I think about it. Where do we want it? No, that way. Potter. What's her name? Beatrix? Yeah. I think there were stamps. A set of Beatrix Potters. Lovely. Yeah, and I'll call that done. Like I say, they do want inking. So, ooh, this one's very gold and blingy, and just going to put 2 of those in that corner because I don't use my bling as much as I'd like to these days. Yeah, it was the right way up. You can't always tell, can you? Oh, was it? I don't know. No, maybe it's that way up. Do I still want them up there, or do I want them down there? Down there. Lovely. And we're down to 2. I've got this lovely butterfly. Yeah, I like that. I've got all the lids off me glues. It's a lovely double-sided piece, this. Another piece that came in Happy Mail to me, so I don't know where it's from. But it's lovely. Just have it tucked under there. Yep, again, it could have a label or a piece of lace or anything, depending on where it goes. And the final one, then. Oh, it's a lovely piece of gold there, look. Yep, that's it. I've been looking for somewhere to use that lovely, it's like vintage, I think it's wedding dress lace or something like that. Wedding veil. I'm going to sneeze, would you believe? Okay. I did do those 2. How am I doing for time? I'm all right. Do excuse me. I don't want to stop the camera. Okay, I did it into the crook of my arm. I didn't do it on my hand, so I'm not touching things with sneezy hands, I promise you. I did like this. Maybe this would go on here. This is another... You're invited. Another lovely... Oh, crikey, I don't think I finished sneezing, would you? I think it's all this glue. Do we like that? I think I do. I'm going for it. And I'm going with this. It might still want something else, I don't know. But it wanted to be on something that was a little bit plainer. Oops. In fact, I could have put it down that way. That way it's really pretty as well. But, yeah, that's nice. We've got a bit of pink and purple going on here, so I'm wondering if... No, that's too much. Kind of want something that's going to go over that, I think. Did you see me throw those? No. I think it might end up being some bling. Not that though, not that. Not that, something we haven't used. Oh, there's a nice pink flower there. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. And this little tiny tag, maybe. Yeah, that'll do, mate. So, because it's such a small piece and this is easy to use, I'm going with glitter. It will grab it, no prob. And that one's going to be tucked under. See, I could really have grabbed anything, couldn't I? It wasn't too difficult, that. Just a few layers for the eyes. Okay, so not too much left there to put away. I can put that away now. No, I can't because I put the bling in the wrong place. Just give me a bit of room on the table to look what we've done. Lids on glues. So yeah, the right, let me get it right. The country mouse papers that I was talking about from Tanya. You will see that video tomorrow. That will be tomorrow's video. Neil is off tomorrow, so it's filmed in advance. Yay! Is he off tomorrow? I don't know. Do you know? I just lose track. I really do. Okay, let's look at these and see how much of them I can get in camera. How much of them? How many of them? Ooh. I think I might get quite a lot, actually. I'm thinking you can see them all so far. Oh no, there's a lot. Look, I won't get all those in. Can you remember how many there were? That one's... Oh, I've got one over here still gluing as well, haven't I? Oh, that one hasn't been done. How did I miss that? Don't know which way up that one goes. And I can't see my viewfinder that far, so I don't know how far that way you can see, but that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 there. I'll do it again. I should get them all in. 1, 2, 3, 4. But now there's something stamped on it there. 5, 6, 7. Oh, temperature must be dropping. That's my heating coming on. 8, 9, and there's one over here, wasn't there yet? 10. So what did I have? 12 and 10. That's only 22. And one that I didn't do, 23. I don't know why I thought I had 28, but I did. Is that one that hasn't been done yet? Okay, I'll lay them all out so I can take a thumbnail picture. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed watching me make them. I hope you have a go yourself. Let me know if you've already got loads of these in your stash. And yeah, pop back tomorrow to have a look at what I'm up to then. Have a lovely day. See you soon. Bye for now.